welcome to my channel. On the 27th of November, we'll be having a full moon in Gemini. Now, full moons are a time of climax. They're a time of culmination. They're a time when things reach maturation. Now, with a full moon in Gemini, we'll be focusing on communication, on mental stimulation. So there could be a lot of okay, I want to say exploration, but just a lot of activities going on. Maybe you'll want to try out a new sport, a new book, new books. You want to try out a new field of knowledge. You want to practice how to communicate better. You want to do a lot of activities involving communication. It could be learning how to create adverts. It could be starting your own channel. It could even be writing a book. Basically anything that involves the lower mind. Now again, this is the time for Sagittarius, and that's why I even mentioned exploration before. Sagittarius is the explorer. This is a time when we are focusing on our higher mind and developing it a bit more. So this could be about going on a pilgrimage, long distance travel, exploring new religions, exploring new belief systems with the moon in Gemini. So we could be reading a lot about new religions, learning about it intricately. We could be learning how to communicate our higher mind. Maybe learning how to talk in a more spiritual way, or learning how to talk about our spiritual beliefs better, analyzing our spiritual beliefs, analyzing beliefs that have held us back. So there's a very strong explorative energy, a very stimulating energy, and actually it can be overstimulating for some people. So Jupiter and Mercury are big focal points of this transit, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Mercury rules Gemini. Now with Mercury ruling Gemini, there's this thing happening with Mercury that Mercury is squaring Neptune. Now Mercury and Neptune kind of like opposites. Mercury is about logic. Neptune is about surrender. Neptune doesn't necessarily care about the logic, about the methodology. Neptune just wants to experience the divine, to experience the imagination, to just, escape. Okay? So it's quite interesting when Mercury forms a square to Neptune, because now this square will work differently in different people, okay? Depending on whether Mercury is stronger in your chart or Neptune is stronger in your chart, or how well you have processed them over the years. Now, when Neptune is stronger, it's easier for you to take advantage of this and allow your imagination to guide you, even artistically, spiritually. Allow yourself to experience escape. It could be through meditation. It could be through your religions, through spirituality, through art. Basically, it could be through anything. The only negative way, some of the negative ways it could manifest is maybe escaping through alcohol and through drugs. That would be a very negative manifestation. Or escaping through delusions, mentally deceiving yourself, deciding not to see the world for the way it is, deciding not to see reality, and hiding behind certain beliefs that are not correct, or not. Well, beliefs are not about being correct or not. Beliefs, everyone has different beliefs. But it's basically, it could lead you to just escape just because you don't want to feel that pain. The other way is that Mercury square Neptune can lead to you not seeing errors quickly. You can be easily deceived by others, by con men, or you can be the one deceiving others. So be very more vigilant when you're reading documents, when you're signing documents, so that you don't get deluded. This transit is very intense. There's a strong Saturn influence. Saturn is squaring the Sun, it's squaring Mars, it's squaring the Moon. So there's a lot. People are gonna face a lot about inhibitions, roadblocks, authority figures not going against you, okay? Or your internal inhibitions going against you. Particularly people who have not really taken the time to evaluate what authority, what structure means to them, or what their goals mean to them. You know, Saturn went direct a few weeks ago. Saturn was retrograde for many months. And during those months, it showed us the structures within our lives that were no longer working. Now it's the time to work on those structures again. So they were revealed during this time, but now you face them again, okay? Now you're facing them again. How are you now gonna straighten it out, okay? Those those things you view as blockages. Are they truly blockages, or you can view them in a different way that they're no longer blockages but opportunities? Or can you put yourself in a new environment where those blockages are no longer there and there's a new set of rules there which permits you to express yourself better? Or what is your internal structure? What are your internal rules? How are these internal rules making you stay in unsuitable situations? Remember, at the end of the day, you are the ultimate authority figure. The bosses around you, the authority figures around you, what you allow from them depends on your inner set of rules. Your inner set of structure is what determines what you allow. So right now, sit down and think about which internal rules have you set that are inhibiting to you, and hence make you approach the world in an inhibitory fashion. Because and then it's good to persist right now and not to give up easily. The Pluto will be forming a trine to the moon, and Saturn, I mentioned Saturn was already squaring the moon. With Saturn squaring the moon, it's easy to have inhibited emotions, to feel like your needs are suppressed, to feel like you don't matter, to feel like your needs don't matter. And you need to question that. Remember, you're the one making the rules. There are a lot of rules and structures you may have absorbed over the years, particularly in childhood, about what is allowed and what is not allowed. And now, every day, you create these rules. Every day, you are living by these rules, and some of them are outdated. So ask yourself, what kinds of internal structures inside you make you feel like your needs aren't worthy to be fulfilled, or make you feel like your needs have been forgotten? What rules do you live by that make you choose people who never meet your needs, that make you choose people who you can't be close to? Okay, so then there's with the moon trine Pluto. Moon trine Pluto brings to light the baggage you've hidden below the surface, the underground, your underground. Moon trine Pluto shows you those intense emotions you've been hiding from, and it can help you transform them. Pluto is also the destroyer and it's the transformer, so it can help you transform them. But depending on how you have approached the themes of Pluto before, the themes of the underworld, the themes of transformation will determine how well you can use this transit. If before you have not approached these themes at all, it is easy to sink into the underworld. It's easy to be overwhelmed by these emotions and not to really see through them. You need to take the time to process them. Try to read psychology literature to understand how you process your feelings, or try to meditate, or embrace a spiritual practice. As I say, this is the time of Sagittarius. It's a time to open up your higher mind, so in a way that you can release those emotions, or transform them to something better, to willpower, so that you can approach your goals with more vigor. Something else is Mars is very strong during this transit. The Sun is conjuncting Mars, and Mars is forming an opposition to the Moon. It can make for a lot of aggression if you haven't taken the time to process the warrior within. The warrior within is about meeting your goal. It's about fighting for your ambitions, fighting for what you want. But when you are not in healthy contact with the inner warrior, you may either succumb to bullying and intimidation by other people. Other people around you may, be always trying to intimidate you, to bully you, or you yourself might be the bully. When you're the bully, maybe you think the only way to get what you want in life is through intimidation, which is not true. You can get what you want diplomatically, and or rather you can get what you want without harming others. Now, the other thing is, if you don't really accept the warrior within, if you see the warrior within as something negative, if you see fighting for your goals is something negative, or you were taught, especially for women, you were taught that it's not, that masculine nature is not good in a woman. That's how you attract the bullies and the controlling people. So Mars, our internal warrior, needs to be accepted, needs to be processed, so we can get to our ambitions and we can meet our dreams. Now, with Mercury being sextile Venus, we are able to communicate in a more harmonious fashion. We're able to be more creative. With people like poets and writers and artists, we're also able to be more diplomatic. If we want to fight for a salary increase, for a new job, if we want to negotiate new contracts with business partners, this makes us more diplomatic and more empathetic to the other partner, and also more aware of our needs. So the other partner, we also have our expectations of them. So guys, this is a very intense transit. It's important. The Saturn is important. Structure, limits, rules, understanding that within yourself. It's very important for you to process that right now. It's also important for you to, as the internal warrior I mentioned, to embrace transformation, which is Pluto. Analyze your belief system. Don't be scared to be explorative. You know, your belief system can even be changed by a book. Your higher mind, how you see yourself as part of a bigger world, can be transformed by a piece of art, by a pilgrimage, by a journey, anything. But the thing is to be open. Allow yourself the gift of surrender, that is Neptune. The gift of being one with the divine and one with your imagination. The gift of allowing your subconscious to guide you sometimes. So guys, that is my interpretation for today. I wish you the best with this transit. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.